Welcome to Rise and Shine Daily Business Tech Boost with me, Charly Leetham. If you're a small business owner looking to simplify technology and get real, actionable advice from someone with 35 years of IT experience, you're in the right place. Every episode, I'll dive into tools and systems like email, CRM, marketing and tracking, and break them down into bite-sized tips you can use right away. Your time is valuable, so let's get straight to the point. It's time to work smarter, not harder. Rise and Shine, it's your daily dose of business tech inspiration with me, Charly Leetham, episode number 404. Had a question come in that I thought I should address here, and it's not the whole question. I just want to hit really one part of it pretty quickly, actually, so that you guys can take that information away, pocket it, make sure you've got it in your back pocket. What do I do with my users if my site gets hacked? What do I do with the user information or my users if my site gets hacked? I'm not going to talk about cleaning up the site. There's a whole heap of things we can do about cleaning up the site, but one of the first things we always say is you've got to make sure your users are protected. You've got to make sure that that back door or that potential back door is closed as well. A lot of hacks. I can't give a percentage, but a lot of hacks come through a compromised user account. Username, password has been compromised. They've got in, they've managed to elevate their permissions, or maybe they've got in on an admin account and they've got access to the back end and they can start doing things with your website. So what do you do? Few things that I really recommend people do, and some of these things you can do, you should be doing regularly anyway. The first thing is change everyone's passwords. Do a blanket password reset. I don't care if people are going to complain that I can't remember my password. You've got to do a password reset. You've got to change all their passwords so that if there is a compromised database, or if not the compromised database necessarily, but if someone's password has been compromised, that's going to cut that off right then and there. How do you do that? If you're using a WordPress website, and that's what we're going to be talking about because that's what a lot of people are using, there's a couple of security plugins you can put on that will automatically go through and just say reset everyone's password, and send out do a password reset. Send out that email saying, hey, reset your passwords, come back in. Before you do that, you probably want to do a visual analysis on your users, though. I would actually make sure people can't log in to begin with, but then do a visual analysis on the users you have on the site. So go to your users panel, have a look at them. Do the email addresses look right for the usernames? If you're running a membership database, it becomes a little bit more difficult, or if you're a membership site, it becomes a little more difficult because you're going to have so many people that you have to do. But doing a visual on it, saying, do the email addresses look right for the users, is a good one, because if someone has compromised a user account, they could well have, if they're smart cookies, change the email address associated with that account. So if you do a password reset, it's going to go out to the compromised user. So do a visual on your user base. Have a look, make sure the email addresses look right for the usernames. If you're not sure, maybe you need to go back through records and see what they registered under, see if you can work it out. And if you're still not sure, maybe disable their login until you can get in touch with them and confirm that they are who they say they are. I know it sounds like a lot of work, but you really need to be certain you're not just going to let a compromised user back in, or a bad actor back into your site. The other thing I do before I send out a password reset is check who your administrators are. Check who have got admin privileges. Check who have got editor privileges. They're the two that can do a lot of things in the back end. An admin has access to everything. Editors can get in and change posts and move things around, move posts around, and work in the media library and such. They're the ones that I'd probably be most concerned about. Admins, absolutely. If you're looking and you've got 10 admins, and only 2 of those are admins that need access today. You've got 2 choices. You can either delete the user, which is probably my preference if they're no longer active with you, get rid of their account. If they're still active with you but they're not acting as an admin, drop them back down to a contributor, a subscriber, an author, not even an editor even. Just drop their privilege level down to something that is more appropriate to what they do on the site today. Yeah, I know it sounds silly, guys. It is one of the biggest vectors I find of people trying to get in, is that they compromise a password, and they're in and they can do anything. So yeah, do a visual on your user base, on your users. Make sure that the email addresses look okay for who the people are. Make sure that the email addresses don't look like they're not related to the person that they say they're related to. Make sure you know who your admins are, and make sure that you remove any admins that shouldn't be there. And you can do that by deleting them or reducing their privilege levels down, and then go and do a password reset on the site. Reset everyone's password. There are plugins that you can load up that will just send out password resets to everyone. If you don't want to put in a plugin, go through your user database and just hit the send password reset, and that will do it for you. It will change their password. It will set their key up so that they've got to come back, and when they log in, it says, no, you've got to change the password. Now, that last one, that changing your user passwords, as much as I hate to say it, it's a really good idea that once every few months you require their passwords to be changed. You can either go in and say reset everyone's password, or you can set up in one of your security plugins, most security plugins have it, the ability to have passwords be changed every 90 days, every 180 days, whatever it is. I would absolutely do that. That way you're not relying on the fact that someone's kept their password absolutely hidden, safe. You're not relying on the fact that they've used it on another site, which is a big, we all do it. We all reuse passwords, but that's been used on another site that has been compromised, and now that username password pair is out in, or the email password pair is out in the dark web, and on lists, and then people are, oh, well, where is this person? Let's try all these usernames and passwords and see if we can get in on this site. Oh, look, we've got in because that's a compromised password. That's why you would want to reset people's passwords. And it's something that I highly recommend you do. So guys, one of the things, really the thing that you need to take from this, that I hope you take from this, is make sure you know who your users are on your site. Make sure that the users and the email addresses actually look like they belong together and that they haven't been compromised at that level. Do password resets if you are concerned that someone's had a password hack and someone's got into the site, that someone's got in on someone else's user account. Sorry, just trying to get the words for that one. And do regular password resets on your site. Require that passwords get changed regularly on your site to protect yourselves. You're not just protecting yourselves, you're protecting your other users as well. All right, what do you reckon? I know it's a horrible topic. Let me know what you think. Leave comments wherever you are watching or listening to this video. You can come and join me on my locals community, askcharlyleetham.locals.com. You can send me a DM on any of our social media channels and I will respond to you. Come and visit me on my website, askcharlyleetham.com. If you can, like this video, I would love that if you could, please. Thank you. And subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell so you find out when I drop more content. See you later, guys. Hey there, thanks so much for tuning in to Rise and Shine, your daily business tech boost. I hope today's episode gave you some actionable insights that will make your business tech work smarter for you. If you found value, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with other small business owners who could use a daily boost. For more tips, tools, and resources, visit www.askcharlyleetham.com. www.askcharlyleetham.com. Until next time, keep rising, keep shining, and let's make tech simple together.